Hi everyone, welcome back to Tucker Family Homestead. Today we are going to reveal our food forest update for you guys. Come along with us. All right, so today we are going through the garden. We have done a lot of work out here, as you can see. Lots to still be done, but we have finally put wood chips throughout this entire growing space, and we are so excited about it. We also moved some raised beds over here, and as you can see, things are doing great. We have lots of lettuces. Cilantro is finally going to seed. We have some spinach there that's taken off. We transplanted this freckle romaine lettuce not too long ago, so it's doing really good also. We've been planting a few squash that we planted in here amongst the onions that are going to seed also. I know they're going to multiply. We cleared out this raised bed. If you remember, it had the kale growing here and the broccoli. It went to seed, and we have our seeds hanging up here and here to dry so that we can save those seeds. So we are very excited about that. We have some tomatoes planted here. We have the potatoes here that are doing wonderfully. We mounded these up just a few days ago, and we could see some lovely potatoes in there whenever we did that. So it is so awesome, so exciting. We have the garlic here that is doing good. It's been, we gave it some bone meal the other day. So you can see that's the white that's on there. We also have this awesome ginger that survived the freeze and the ice. And when I came out here, actually after the ice storm, this was still frozen days after. And I was like, you know what? Pretty sure that's going to be a goner. But sure enough, it warmed up, and as you can see, it is growing. So I'm very excited about that. We have some tomatoes planted out here. It's supposed to get down to 36 tomorrow night, so I'm going to have to cover these. We have some peppers. I just had to plant some. Had to do something, you know. But as you can see, they're doing good. They're covered and protected. These are the Bahamian goat peppers that we have growing. Asparagus came back from last year. Doing great, doing great, doing great. We plan on expanding and adding more asparagus in this bed because you can never have too much asparagus. Here we have the garlic, doing great, growing beautifully. I can't wait to harvest that and see what all we get. Here we have some white borage that I traded seeds for. We have some French thyme growing. We have some parsley here. I found some golden oregano, never heard of it, but I found it at a plant sale the other day. So I'll have that going, and more parsley. Here, I think y'all remember I told you that we're going to put some of these totes on pallets and use it for vertical growing space. And that's what we're going to do. We decided that on the back half, we're going to plant beans or whatever, squash, loofah gourds, different things like that. And on the front side, we're going to plant like dwarf tomatoes or pepper plants that don't get very big at all. So we're very excited about that. The blackberries are doing amazing. As you can see, they had like tons of flowers, so I'm expecting them to have a really good harvest this year. Flower beds are doing good, doing great. The bee balm. I bought some pineapple sage and put it here, and I totally forgot to cover it with the frost, but it's bouncing back, so I'm excited. We have some blueberries coming along this year, doing amazing. Everything's just growing. The oregano is almost filled up that bed. We are just, and I feel like with the wood chips, it makes the green pop even more, like our fruit trees and things like that. We have peaches growing that are doing really good. We have the plums that are growing. They bloomed so beautifully this year. And I'm hoping with that we don't get too much insect damage. I see this one's been stung a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that off. But I'm hoping we're gonna be able to have a great harvest because the trees are loaded. This cabbage, this one's still heading up, and I plan on harvesting it soon. But I've never seen, these were starting to head up, and then they decided they were gonna flower instead. So we've been harvesting them and giving them to the chickens, which they love. But I just thought that was so cool to see that. We've been prepping for planting. We're approaching our last frost, and we are so excited to finally be able to plant out everything. But I just wanted to show you guys like what all we have growing on out here. These look so good. Hopefully they continue to grow. And then we revamped our elevated raised bed area. Don't mind the buckets. We use those to water with the rainwater. But carrots are growing really well. We gave those a dose of the bone meal also. We transplanted some Swiss chard and lettuce here. The shallots are doing really good. The onions are doing really good. Like I said, we don't have a lot growing, but we're just making sure all our beds are ready, because as soon as we can plant, we are planting. These are the shallots that we planted in one of our earlier videos, but they're doing great also. We just wanted to give you an update on our food forest, because I know it's been a while since we did anything. We're still out here working today, but there's always work to be done on the home. All right, so here we have a herb bed with a mixture of other things. Here's some parsley. It's its second year. It's getting ready to go to seed. And there I have an obedient plant planted. It likes to multiply. There's some growing actually out there. And then I transplanted some elsewhere. The 1,000 head kale, it's finally going to seed. I am so excited about saving these seeds on these plants, because they're awesome. They grow huge. We love to harvest from them. And they produce a ton of kale, which we love. I have some onions going to seed. And if you look underneath here, there's some oregano. It's a different variety. It's a spicier oregano, but we're just loving everything that we have growing. All right, over here we have more onions. As you can see, starting to bulb up. I hope I did all that I needed to do in this process. This is my second year growing onions, but this is my first year growing them from onion starts. So we'll see. I'm not sure how it'll be, but at the very least, I have green onions. I know I need to give them a haircut very soon so that they can put more energy into bulbing versus growing tops. I need to do that very soon. Over here we have more onions, onions. And then we have some beets that came back from last year that we planted. And my second son loves beets, so I'll let them keep on growing. I'm looking forward to planting some cucumbers and things here very soon. All right, here we have some Paul Robeson tomatoes planted and some calendula. I'm wanting to grow more calendula this year. I'm trying my best to grow as many flowers that have medicinal purposes, because we started making our own soap and I want to have those available. I've looked online and the online prices are crazy for certain things, when I just realized I could just grow it myself. Here I wanted to show you a few things. So I went to Tractor Supply the other day, not for this, but you know, it be like that sometime. So I went there and I found some citrus trees, and I've been looking for citrus trees, but sometimes depending on where you live, they're really hard to come by. And they had some there for a decent price. They were $23, which for citrus is not unheard of. But I'm looking forward to growing these in pots, and when we get our little greenhouse situated, I can put those in there. Also got some more hostas from the plant sale that we went to the other day, and my kids wanted strawberry plants, even though we have some, so we bought some of those. I got some winter honeysuckle also. All right, over here we have the plant station. It can be a little crazy, but we purchased these from the Amish for our kids' little produce stand. But all these other things we started ourselves, and we're very excited to get them in the ground. We hope you all have a super awesome day, and we hope you are prepping and getting ready for your planting. I know the people up north are getting ready for more snow. I'm sorry. So sorry. But I'm getting so excited and so amped up to get this garden packed out with as much as we can. Our kids are wanting to do a produce stand this year, so that'll probably be more work on our part, but we want them to have that experience, and we want them to learn as much as they can about growing their own food. We are super excited. We want to encourage that because it is so important. But we hope you have an awesome, awesome day, and we really, really, really encourage you to grow something. Be blessed. Bye bye.